1.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. This is Councilman Britt Moore calling to order the meeting for our Finance Committee today. It's July 31st, and all members of the committee are here. Our first order of business is item 2025-308, and we'll hear from Assistant Attorney Eric Almeida.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Council. I will correct my title. I am not an attorney, and I don't want to play one on TV. This first item is an extension of the 24-month lease at First Baptist Church. As you recall, we purchased the church property in September of 2023 and entered into a 24-month lease with the church. This First Amendment would be a 12-month extension that would run through September of 2026. The lease payments would be $6,000 a month, which is an increase of the current $5,000 per month. So we are asking council to approve this resolution authorizing the First Amendment.
Any comments or questions on this item?
I'm sure I'm going to get this question. Is there any anticipated lease beyond this one, or is that we're just going to wait until a time?
I think based on what council's, where we are further into the term, we'll decide that.
That's what I thought. Thank you.
All right. Anything else? Hearing none, I'll make a motion to approve item 2025-308.
I'll second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion passes. Next, we'll hear item 2025-326.
Yes, sir. This is a supplemental resolution between the state of North Carolina and the city of High Point for a opioid settlement agreement. As you recall, we have approved two previous agreements in 2021 and 2023. This third agreement would allow us to participate in the settlement related to Purdue Pharma and the Sackler family, as well as 8 generic manufacturers. You may recall from previous actions that depending on how many of the municipalities and counties sign up will determine kind of the allocation distribution. The state is anticipated to receive $145 million from this settlement over the next 16 years, and if our formula is similar to the previous settlements, that would yield approximately $135,000 for the city of High Point during that time. So this resolution will just allow us to participate, and then once those details are worked out, we will know exactly what the settlement amount would be for the city of High Point.
Comments or questions on this? I'll just add, for those that might be listening, if you heard the comments around 2021 to 2023, this is a long and cumbersome litigation process, and you'll be hearing about it for years to come. If there's no other further comments, I'll make a motion to approve item 2025-326.
I'll second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion passes. Thank you, Eric. Next item is 2025-309. We're going to hear from Major Matt Truitt, our Assistant Police Chief. Hi.
Good afternoon. Thank you. The first item is we're asking council approve Police Chief Curtis Cheek's recommendation for an agreement for services with Force Metrics. Force Metrics is a search and situational platform that simplifies data exploration and analytics across public safety systems. The platform helps public safety co-responders enhance their operations, investigations, and community efforts, offering dispatchers and analysts better responsive tools. The budgetary impact is allocated in the 2025-2026 fiscal budget, and the recommendation is that the Police Department recommends approving and authorizing the creation of an agreement for services with Force Metrics for 1 year with up to 2 one-year renewal terms with an annual cost of services totaling $257,560, and that's over the 3-year term, and of course authorize the appropriate city officials to negotiate the contract.
Okay. Anything here? If I may ask, with it having the 2-year optional extensions, will you be coming back each subsequent year, or will we be giving you authority for the entire 3 years?
Our hope in the initial negotiations was that we would automatically have a 3-year agreement where we have the first year, and then there is a 5% increase each time, is how that's broken down over the 3-year period.
Well, not necessarily opposed to that, but with the way things are, would that be, is that in this initial agreement, are those prices locked in for the 3 years if you renew each time?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And, go ahead.
No, I was just impressed with the use of the word corpus in the agreement letter. It reminded me back of my Latin classes.
Anything else? Hearing none, I'll make a motion to approve item 2025-309.
I'll second.
There's a motion and seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion passes. The next item from Major Truitt is item 2025-312.
Yes, and this is our request to execute an interlocal agreement between the City of High Point and the County of Guilford for the provision of animal sheltering. There are no budgetary impacts for this, and then we're asking that City Council authorize and execute this agreement with the county for animal sheltering.
Any comments here? Hearing none, I'll make a motion to approve item 2025-312.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion passes. Major Truitt, before you leave, I would like to say I've observed through the years the brotherhood that all of you men and women that wear the blue and those that fire as well, it becomes a brotherhood, not only locally but throughout a state, as we've seen through the years, and today as we say goodbye to the fallen officer in New York. So my gratitude for you and all those that endeavor in that career. Thank you for all you do.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Next item is 2025-311, and we'll hear from Kevin Rogers, our Fleet Director. I wonder what this is about.
Sir. The Water Mains Division is currently utilizing a Transit 250 with the camera system that needs to be replaced. Rodders and Jet Supply Company has the Transit 350 high roof van with Aries camera system that will continue to meet their needs. The price of $232,674 is for the van, camera system, training, and delivery. Delivery is estimated at less than 365 days. This will be purchased using the North Carolina Sheriff's Association. Funds are available in the 25-26 budget. The Fleet Services Department recommends purchasing the vehicle from Rodders and Jet Supply Company. Recommendations also include declaring the current truck as surplus and disposing through the online auction process.
Thank you. Any comments here?
Just for clarification, we're getting the van with all the equipment. We don't have to install it.
Correct, yes,
Okay.
sir.
If there are no further comments, I'll make a motion to approve item 2025-311.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion passes. Next item from Kevin is 2025-313.
Okay, thank you, sir. Again, the Water Mains Division is also currently using a Freightliner M2106 flusher truck. Needs replacement again due to age, condition, and mileage. Rodders and Jet Supply Company has the Freightliner with a jet vacuum rodding machine that will continue to meet their needs. The price of $338,291 is for the truck, the rodding equipment, and delivery. Delivery is estimated less than 365 days. Again, this is being purchased under the North Carolina Sheriff's Association. Funds are available in the 25-26 budget. Fleet Services does recommend purchasing the truck with equipment from Rodders and Jet Supply Company. Recommendations also include declaring the current truck as surplus and disposing through the online auction process.
If there's no comments, I'll make a motion to approve item 2025-313.
Second.
Kevin, before we go forward, for those that might be listening, and even some of us in the room, how does the association, the Sheriff's Association piece work? I'm sure they work with everybody in the state, municipalities, but what does that relationship look like?
It basically, they go across the entire state, and all agencies are eligible to apply and bid for this service. So, and they look at all every single qualification. They look at their, as far as their price, of course, overall, but also their, if they can have the delivery capabilities and everything else. And then generally, the low bid will win. And then we've received substantial savings by using this.
But we make payment directly to the vendor, not through the
Yes, we do.
association?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Next item from Kevin is 2025-31. Go ahead. Yeah, I didn't close that one out? Well, let's go back then. That's why you got 4 people up here, not 1. So there's been a motion and a second on item 2025-313. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion passes. Thank you. Next item then would be, and thank you for that catch, is 2025-314.
Thank you, sir. The Stormwater and Streets Division are both using F-550 trucks with service bodies that need to be replaced just due to very high usage, condition, and mileage. Piedmont Truck Center has identical trucks, Ford F-550s with 11-foot service bodies that will continue to meet their needs. The price of $187,552.14 is for the 2 trucks, service bodies, and delivery. Delivery is estimated at less than 365 days. Both of these 2 units are actually being purchased through the North Carolina State contract. The funds are available in the 25-26 budget. Fleet Services Department recommends purchasing the 2 trucks from Piedmont Truck Center, and recommendations also include declaring both these trucks as surplus and disposing through the online auction process.
I'll make a motion to approve item 2025-314.
Second?
There's a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion passes. Next item, 2025-315.
The Parks and Recreation Department is currently using a Ford F-550 with a dump body that needs to be replaced. Piedmont Truck Center also has the Ford F-550 truck with 12-foot contractor dump bed that will continue to meet their needs. The price of $115,955.99 is for the truck, body, and training. Delivery is estimated at less than 365 days. This again will also be purchased using the North Carolina State contract. Funds are available in the 25-26 budget. Fleet Service Department recommends purchasing the truck with the bed assembly from Piedmont Truck Center. And again, recommendations also include declaring the current truck as surplus and disposing through the online auction process.
If there's no comments, I'll make a motion to approve item 2025-315.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? That motion passes. Next item from Kevin, you got a whole sheet to
This is last
yourself. 2025-316.
All right, well, Fleet Service has been working for several years with outside vendors to provide the city with emergency vehicle equipment and installation services for patrol units in the police department. And since our department now has the ability to install the equipment ourselves, we need to have the parts ordered for the units before they arrive over the next few weeks. These parts are for city-owned vehicles and equipment, and utilizing the NC Sheriff's Association contract, Campbell Brown has been recommended to provide the equipment to the city. The total cost for all the equipment is $110,258.19. Funds are available in the 25-26 budget. Fleet Services Department recommends City Council approve the purchase of emergency vehicle equipment from Campbell Brown Incorporated in the amount of $110,258.19 and authorize appropriate city staff to execute all necessary documents.
Are you purchasing like an inventory here where you don't have to purchase as you go? Is that what we're doing here?
Well, this particular here, we're actually purchasing for all 15 vehicles that we've ordered for this year. This is
Okay.
actually for 11 vehicles.
Okay.
And then we also will order separately some for stock also. But this because of the size of the equipment, because we're ordering, if you've looked inside of the police unit, the partitions in the back are very large, and there's 2 because they're police interceptors.
Right.
So it takes a lot of room up.
Right.
So for us, having that for 11 units takes a lot of room, so
Right.
we're ordering it for 11 units for now. That way we'll have everything and we can move and get everything upfitted and
Okay,
on the road quickly.
sounds good.
My apologies, I just noticed this, that all of the trucks, I'm not going to change my vote, but 315 was the only one that had a training element on it. I'm not sure why that one has training in the price and the other ones didn't.
I'm sorry, which one?
315, the one for the Parks and Rec Department, the F-550 with the 12-foot contractor dump bed.
That may, I can make that correction, I'm sorry, because that would, they would both have training, and if
Okay.
it's required, yes.
Anything else? Hearing none, I'll make a motion to approve item 2025-316.
I'll second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion passes. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you.
Next item, we're going to hear from Angela Wines, our transit manager, and it's 2025-317.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
This item is for consideration of an authorizing resolution to enter into an agreement with the North Carolina Department of Transportation for our annual Section 5303 grant planning money. We basically were awarded $59,823 in federal funds with matching funds of $7,478 from the state to assist with our planning activities. This comes everything from doing ridership counts, checking bus stops, planning and working with the MPO. And at this point, we're just asking, there's a city match of $7,478, a 10% match, and we're asking that City Council consider an authorizing resolution for the city to enter into an agreement with NCDOT for the federal and state share of the FY26 Section 5303 planning grant and authorize the appropriate city officials to execute all of the necessary documents.
If there are no comments, I will make the motion to approve item 2025-317.
I'll second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion passes. Thank you, Angela. Next item is 2025-318. We'll hear from Public Service Director Robbie Stone.
Hello, this is to approve a task order of Black & Veatch for the professional services for design of the Waterview lift station. So the Waterview lift station, the basin that it sits in, has outgrown the capacity, or starting to outgrow the capacity of this lift station. The current capacity is 3.6 million gallons per day. We're looking to expand that to 6.4 million gallons per day. We're also looking to upsize about 5.8 miles of gravity pipe that's coming into the station, and a portion of that is going out of the station, along with 2.9 miles of force main will have to be upsized to carry this additional flow. As far as the budget impact, the capital project ordinance amendment is included with this item. Revenue bonds associated with this ordinance are estimated to be issued in 2027 in accordance with the city's financing plan, and debt service payments will be made from the water and sewer revenues. We are requesting to approve this task order with Black & Veatch in the amount of $4,191,600.
Okay. Looking under the background, it looks like we can credit this ask to the exceptional leadership of Michael Holmes for the growth in the north end of High Point. Is that correct?
So we have a lot of growth, so we'll
Okay.
give credit
All
where
right.
credit's due, sir.
Very good. Well, we're up there too, but we're overshadowed. You know, we appreciate it. That's a big ask, but a lot goes into our infrastructure for our water delivery here. I'll make a motion to approve item 2025-318.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion passes. Next item from Robbie is 2025-319.
This is to approve a task order with GEL Engineering for the annual air permitting assistance with the Eastside Wastewater Treatment Plant. We do have a master agreement for professional services with GEL. We operate, the city and the Eastside Wastewater Treatment Plant operates under a Title V air emissions permit. This permit includes multiple reporting throughout the year, along with annual and quarterly testing and compliance testing, and that has to be submitted to the EPA. Funds for this project are available in the current budget, and we are recommending approval of this task order to GL Engineering in the amount of $146,455.
I'll make a motion to approve item 2025-319.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion passes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Robbie. Next item, we'll hear from Electric Utilities Director Tyler Barrier, and it is item 2025-320.
Hey, good afternoon. The item I have is the electric department has a contract previously adopted with Pike Electric for labor and equipment. This supplements our distribution, construction, and equipment forces. Due to a labor increase, and then we've also used them on some projects that were not in the additional scope of what we intended to, we'd like to execute a change order to carry this contract through the remainder of the term. The initial contract was for $2.26 million. We do budget a little over 3.1 for this activity, so this is just taking some more of that money out of our budgeted item and putting it towards this contract to carry it through the term. We've used Pike on some additional projects and rented some, not rented, but utilized some of their equipment, like their crane, to do our work on Deep River to Penny, the transmission line that you guys are aware of, and some other projects as well. So staff is recommending that council approve and that the department be given the ability to execute this change order for $296,539.59.
Comments or questions on this? Hearing none, I'll make a motion to approve item 2025-320.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion passes.
Thank
Thank you. Have a good one. Thanks. I'm showing we're going back to Assistant Manager Eric Almedo for item 2025-321.
Yes, sir, thank you. On this item, at your last meeting, you all approved a task order for Shady Brook Lift Station, I'm sorry, and we failed to include a capital project ordinance with that. So we are fixing that in that oversight, and so we are asking that council consider approving this capital project ordinance in that, just to note that that project cost that you approved last time was $2,106,000.
Cleanup on aisle one.
Clean up on I-1, yes, sir.
I'll make a motion to approve item 2025-321.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion passes. Next item is 2025-322, and we're going to hear from Lee Tillery, our Parks and Recreation Director.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Before you guys for your consideration is a resolution to approve an interlocal agreement with Guilford County. This is in reference to a project that we worked on jointly in replacing a bridge that had become a safety hazard on the Bicentennial Greenway up near Regency Drive. Just due to age, a lot of use, and some erosion within a stream near right near the headwaters of the Deep River there. So we had some problems there, and we worked together. We led the charge, made some improvements to that area. And you can see kind of what we did there as far as the stabilization, what we did to replace the bridge with an asphalt path, and Guilford County agreed to reimburse us half the cost of those expenses. So they were $65,000. So what's included in this action or request for action is also a budget ordinance appropriating that $32,500 from Guilford County and approval of the resolution approving the interlocal agreement through the resolution. And we recommend approval on our end.
Certainly get a lot of great comments about the Greenway and its usage. Glad Guilford County would step up, and glad that you took the charge to get it right. Any other comments, questions? Hearing none, I'll make a motion to approve item 2025-322.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? That motion passes. Next item from Lee is 2025-324.
Yes, sir. This is for your consideration to award a contract amendment to CPL Incorporated for additional architectural and building commissioning services related to the new Center for Active Adults. We brought CPL on for design services in February of last year. They based their original proposal to us on what we were assuming to be a budget for that project. Project came in a little bit higher once we got the GMP that you guys approved last month and with Bloom. So in their proposal, their original proposal, they had a fee of 7% increase according to what that GMP would be. They're only charging us 5.4% for that, so we're appreciative of that. They've done a great job on the project so far. So that's the First Amendment. The Second Amendment is commissioning services that they're going to perform that was originally left out of the contract when we approved it, or you guys approved it back in February of last year. So those two combined amendments are total $138,565, and we're seeking y'all's approval on that.
Don't have a problem with the request, have a question for understanding the commissioning that you're saying they'll do. Can you elaborate on what that means?
So the commissioning is on like the building structures and at the end of the project to ensure that everything's working appropriately, and that's actually a requirement on our end that we do that. So they did not have that in their original proposal, but they do perform those type services because they can do that at the end as soon as the project's complete, make sure everything's functioning as it should be with the building.
Okay. And does this contract amendment give us all the pickleball that we keep being asked for?
I'm going to do my best to save some money so we can do that, yes.
Update on timeline, are we still on schedule?
So yes, so they'll mobilize on site next Wednesday, August the 6th. And they're still saying 15 months as far as the estimated time to complete the project. Obviously, there's a lot of variables in there.
Sure.
So we're looking at somewhere in late fall, Michael, of 2026.
Love it.
So if they're doing the commissioning and the inspection of everything working and functioning correctly, we still issue the CO.
Correct.
Anything else on this? Hearing none, I'll make a motion to approve item 2025-324.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion passes.
Thank y'all.
Lee, is there anything else to come before finance? Are there any comments or announcements from the committee? I think we've got a social Saturday downtown this weekend, and we need to see all of you there with 5 of your best friends at some point. And I think that will be it. We are adjourned.
All right.